AJA Video Systems, proud supporter of Just Seen It, offers a wide range of professional acquisition and post-production solutions. Learn more at aja.com/PTV. Veronica Mars is a former teen detective who has just graduated from law school. When her ex-boyfriend Logan is accused of murder, he asks for her help, but she finds herself wrapped up in a life she thought she left behind in Veronica Mars.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm here with Kevin and Liz. We're here to talk about Veronica Mars. We've all just seen it. Kevin, what did you think?
Well, I wanted to bring up the fact that this was one of the most popular Kickstarters ever. They made $5 million and they only wanted $2 million. And I'm proud to say I'm one of the backers.
Mm-hmm. Where's your t-shirt, Kevin?
My 25, it's at home. It's too small.
Oh.
I thought it captured the heart of the show. It had the same kind of quippy, fun dialogue. There was a, cool little mystery. That said, it feels like a 2-hour episode that's just shot really well.
I completely agree. It is just a really, really long episode of Veronica Mars. However, what I liked most about this film is that it really is for the fans. It was funded by the fans, and it's filled with in-jokes, just throwing back to the show and throwing back to things that the fans would appreciate. So regardless of the objective quality of the film, I appreciate the effort in terms of entertaining fans.
Right.
I am not a watcher of the show. I was not a fan in younger years, not because I watched it and disliked it. I just never watched it. That said, I do not think this movie stands on its own. I saw the movie, and then I actually did go back and watch some episodes, and I like the show. But
It's a good show.
My biggest problem with the movie is I feel like these characters who are teenagers in the show, they're edgy for teenagers. But these personalities are crystallized, but now you've put them on, 20-something, 30-something-year-old people. It seems weird, the characters are thin now. They should have been developed a little bit more. These people should actually be different from what they were 10 years ago. And I feel like they're somehow the same, which is the main issue I have with the movie. Besides, I feel like it's a little bit cornball-y.
Well, I think it's a valid point, but Veronica Mars, her character in the TV show was that she was so brilliant and so sassy.
Yeah, she's precocious, but now she's not precocious
anymore. But at 27,
anymore.
she's still brilliant, and she's still, that Neo-Noir VO that they use for her character. I still find her charming, even though it's that age thing is no longer relevant.
It's a thin mystery. Very similar to the show, though, so it kind of keeps in the tone of it. Probably if they did this franchise, they should kind of up the ante with these. But I was questioning who it was because they kept on kind of leading you in different directions, and I wasn't quite sure who is the bad person in this story, so I enjoyed it.
But here's another thing: is they have these goofy lines.
But those aren't goofy. Those are awesome.
Her and her dad. Where her dad's like, you have to get out of here, and she's like, why do you think you're a failure that you're here? Or maybe you're still a good person that you're here. Or you're really doing good, Dad. She says that 5 times throughout this movie.
But you love the relationship between her and her dad. I'm fine with
don't
those
milk
kind
it.
of
Don't milk it so much.
Oh, milk it more.
But that's kind of the charm of the show is the corny lines because they know they're being corny. And I think they're saying them to be corny.
My daughter, the big shot New York lawyer. You're gonna have your own office.
You have your own office.
You'll be respected.
You're respected. You're the George Bailey of Neptune.
Kristen Bell is fantastic. She did this, 1 month after she gave birth. So power to her, right? I also liked all the weird cameos that are in this
I love the
movie.
weird cameos. I didn't think Kristen Bell was that good. I'm sorry.
Rachel.
Blasphemer.
I liked her in the show. I loved her in the show. I will even say that. But in this movie, again, I feel like if she's going to be edgy, be edgy. Don't be a bland blonde woman.
But why do you presume that she has to be edgy in this movie? I agree. It's not very edgy for a 27-year-old. I see why
Because she says, oh, I'm an addict, and oh, I always go back to the mud.
But I think it's that tongue-in-cheek thing. As playing the role
It's that noir.
You aren't expecting. If you just take the role for what it is, I think that she had enough presence in the character and pushed forth the emotional points that she needed to.
She did push for it's the personality that I feel like is lacking. I think she hits the emotional beats, but I just feel like the personality is not very developed.
You know what? I wonder, because when I first started watching Veronica Mars, I think I had that problem with her. I wasn't quite sure. I thought she was star material, and I didn't understand. And I also think, if we get into talking about directing too, is that the editing of some of the jokes made them fall a little flat because they hold them too long, they're waiting for a laugh track. And I'm like, no, that was funny.
Or
cut
a
away.
commercial break.
Right.
Right.
So, but she grew on me as the show went on, and so now I'm a fan, and I wonder if you kept on watching, if that style
I like
would
her
grow on
younger
you.
stuff. I like her younger stuff. I like her in the show. I just don't like her in the film as much.
I did enjoy the movie's relationship with music. I thought it was a lot like the show's relationship with music. And there's an episode of Veronica Mars a long time ago where Veronica Mars sings karaoke to Blondie one way or another. And then there's a scene in the movie where they have Lou Rawls' You'll Never Find. And it's just like that fun, tongue-in-cheek relationship with music was present in the movie as well. I love the show and I was entertained by the movie, and I'm going to reward it because it is devoted to its fans. So I'm going to say, see it.
I can appreciate the show, and if you're a Veronica Mars fan and you really want more time with these characters, then you can see this movie. Everyone else, this is a skip it.
I don't know if this is going to work for people who didn't see the show, but it's a welcome return to Neptune. I really enjoyed myself, and like you, I want to reward it, so see it.
Our votes add up to 2 full tickets, which is a stream it for Veronica Mars.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
To our favorite marshmallow, Veronica Mars.
Should you be reviewing this movie then, if in fact you are one of the backers?
Yeah, because I'm not making any money off of it.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I'm not. Am I?
Just Seen It is made possible by Adobe and the Adobe Creative Cloud, including Adobe Premiere Pro, Photoshop, and After Effects. More information is available at bit.ly/AdobePTV.